Today, Nintendo has discovered the best time to release news is right after PAX. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where this week we are back after our 3-month hiatus.
What? We were only gone for a week, Beach.
That can't be right. I'm pretty sure PAX weekend was at least 2 months long.
No, that's just PAX time distortion talking. You'll be back in sync with our local temporal reference frame in a few days. WoW Classic is a big hit and everyone appears to be having a good time playing at a slower pace, waiting to log into overcrowded servers, dying to low-level mobs while hunting down quest items, and walking around a lot because there's no fast travel. But WoW Classic hasn't been slow for everyone. European Guild Apes has already beaten the game, defeating all 10 bosses of the Molten Core and Anoxia in just 6 days. With that accomplished, I guess they can rest easy until WoW Classic Burning Crusade comes out? I think WoW Classic is just normal WoW, but it gets faster every time someone beats a raid boss.
Yesterday was the happiest day of 2019, Nintendo Direct Day, where Nintendo reveals long-awaited news to the faithful and wrathful alike. It was a busy Direct, so let's run down the highlights. Nintendo announced a further enhancement to Nintendo Switch Online called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. And it has internet commenters screaming, "Finally! I can start bitching about the lack of Nintendo 64 games on the Switch!" Except, Bethesda revealed that its port of Doom 64 is arriving soon on Switch, thus establishing that Nintendo 64 games are on the Switch. This perfect cross-counter turned those commenters to dust, ensuring we'll never hear any entitled whining ever again. And if your particular blend of gaming heaven is games that came after other games, well, it's Sequel Mania on the Switch. The Direct announced Luigi's Mansion 3, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, Deadly Premonition 2, and Return of the Obra Dinn, which I promised myself I wouldn't play until I played the original. The Switch is also indulging in games based around camping, whether you choose to make curry at Pokemon Camp in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, pitch a tent in Animal Crossing New Horizons, or just main Bastion in Overwatch. And if you like buying video games that weren't fully finished when they came out, don't worry, Nintendo is here to help with all the definitive editions you can purchase. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, close enough, Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, and Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore, which doesn't have anything close to definitive in the title, but frankly, the name's weird enough to earn it an honorable mention. And I know everyone's excited to hear that we're finally going to see a remake in one of the finest franchises of all time. That's right, Famicom Detective Club is jumping from the Famicom Disk System right onto your Switch. Only if you speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese.
Ubisoft is finally bringing Discovery Tour mode to Assassin's Creed Odyssey next week. The mode lets you explore the map and learn about ancient Greek civilization and history via the thrilling medium of a guided walking tour. And there's more than 30 totally non-violent, combatless, gameplayless tours, hundreds of educational tidbits to read, and, be still my beating heart, quizzes! You can also unlock a Pegasus to ride around on, but that's only for hardcore learning types who have done lots of tours. Discovery Tour is free if you already own Odyssey, and $20 if you don't, which earns it an A- on Kathleen's middle-aged woman entertainment value scale.
Also, do you want more news for a certain multiplayer fighting game native to the Switch? Well, guess what? You can now play another demo of Daemon X Machina. And are you a fan of a certain multiplayer brawler whose name rhymes with Crash? Then good news, Team Kirby Clash Deluxe for 3DS has come to the Switch as Super Kirby Clash, and it's also a free-to-start game, everyone's favorite type of game to play briefly and then forget about in favor of faffing about on their phone. And do you love multiplayer games where you beat the hell out of each other? You're in luck! There was lots of news for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Banjo and Kazooie have joined the roster. If you're not familiar with their original game for the N64, Smash creator Masahiro Sakurai let us know that during the Nintendo Direct, you can still play it on the Xbox One. If only they just released some fucking N64 games on the Switch. Also, Terry Bogard from SNK's Fatal Fury is coming soon. I don't give a shit about Terry Bogard, but that does mean that 4 out of 5 DLC fighters have been revealed, so regardless of whether the final one is Waluigi or not, this internet argument will finally come to an end. They've also announced they'll be developing even more DLC fighters. Oh Christ, we are never going to be free of Put Waluigi in Smash, are we? In more positive news, Home Run Contest has returned to Smash, this time allowing 2 players to cooperatively pound the bag until one of you gets the big smash for the distance. That's looter than I remember writing last night. And the Mii fighters have been given some brand new costumes. You can now dress up your fighters as Proto Man and Zero from the Mega Man franchise, as Team Rocket from Pokemon, as Goemon from a game most of you aren't old enough to know about, and, probably because they couldn't get rights to anything from Homestuck, as Sans from Undertale. So look forward to the Rule 34 machinima of Sans laying pipe to Princess Peach, I guess.
Wow, that was a big Nintendo Direct.
I didn't even cover everything. Trials of Mana is finally coming to the Switch and getting a full graphic...
No, only dreams now. Coming up, the next installment of PopCap's Plants vs. Zombies based shooter will not have a Battle Royale mode. Why? Because plants don't fight plants and zombies don't fight zombies, of course. The whole thing would be totally unbelievable. Wow, classic is a big hit. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I said temperance reference.
Start from the beginning?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, that's not right. That just means not drinking.
Yeah.
And Beige is already in sync with our local temperance reference frame.